I was just after watching Sophie Morgan's documentary on Channel 4, Fight to Fly, and it's very upsetting and to see so many of the stories that many disabled people have to go through when flying. And unfortunately, it has so many stories that I can relate to as I've experienced them myself. So I thought I would share one of my stories from the year 2007. So strap in. Back in 2007, I was flying from Belfast International Airport over to London Stansted on easyJet, and I was using a manual wheelchair, and I flew alone. So this was back in the day where I didn't have as much pain, so I could use the manual wheelchair as long as somebody was able to push me. And my medical history didn't quite catch up with me, so I didn't need any family or friend to assist me on the airplane. Now getting to London, no issues, no faults, and I was quite happy. It was back at the time when it wasn't quite as stressful flying. But that's soon changed after today, this story. Got to Stansted, sat on the plane. Everybody got off. I was still sitting on the plane. Sitting there for a good while until somebody came in to clean the plane and asked me, "What are you doing here?" And I was like, "Well, I was going to ask you the same. Where's my assistant to get off?" Which I normally get. So he went to check out and he came back all apologetic, including the air staff or the airline staff. The assistant in Stansted had forgot I was coming and therefore needed assistance. They eventually found my wheelchair and came to get me off the flight. It was me and one other lady that had to get off the plane. So we both got off. Now I had no luggage, just my backpack, so I had nothing to get off the conveyor belt. But they made me stay with this woman who had a few bags to collect. And I was saying to the assistant that I don't need to be with this woman. My friend is literally over there. We could see him asking, "Let me go with him." And they were like, "No, we have to stay together. This is protocol, policy." But I was saying, "I have no bag, don't know this woman, and my friend is over there. What sense does that make?" And they said, "Sorry, that's the way we do it." So my friend was getting very frustrated, as was I. So I managed to, at great difficulty, because I've got short arms, was to wheel my manual wheelchair very, very, very slowly towards him. He was getting frustrated with me. The person who was meant to be pushing me stood and watched us, didn't offer any more assistance, to the point where my friend got really angry that airport security had to come and stand beside him with a gun. That was my experience of Stansted Airport in 2007, and ever since that moment I have been full of anxiety when flying. I now use a powered wheelchair when flying, which makes it a lot more difficult, as the documentary showed. And I also have to bring on medical equipment to the plane, also in case I have respiratory issues, which came to light on another flight in 2010, which was a whole other story. So yes, Sophie, thank you for highlighting this, and I hope major changes are coming in the future. But until then, we're going to hear a lot more horror stories.